Okay, now that we have all the lasers working, now we need to set up the collision between the ship lasers and the aliens alien lasers and the ship, and then also an alien hitting the ship as well. So I'm going to add another section to the bottom of my scripts. I'll call this the collision section. And I'm going to start off with, I'll start with the alien lasers hitting the ship. So I'm going to do a function. I'll call this like check. Yeah, that works. AI suggesting check ship collision. Sure. Okay, so it is doing a for loop checking every laser in the alien array, so that's good. And then, and this is the fun part, if you do not have AI working and helping you, then you've got to check all the coordinates and see if an alien laser is between any of the ship coordinates. If it is, then decrease your ship health. Remember, we started with 100. You can have it decrease 5, 10, whatever you want to do. And AI is suggesting that we put in a log. That's fine. I'll go ahead and leave that in there because then I can at least check to see if the collision is working each time. Okay, so let's go ahead and call that in our draw loop or game loop, and let's see if that's working. Okay, I should have just lost some life. Let's hit F12 and see. Yeah, there is a collision. Now, one thing we did not think about, and AI did not factor into this, how many collisions do you see? 50. Let me refresh that and see if I can get hit just once. Here we go. Okay, I only got hit once, and yet it registered as 13 collisions. And that's because it is colliding the whole way through. How do we fix that? Well, we destroy the laser as soon as the ship gets hit. So let's go back into our code. And we really don't need this. Well, I'll leave it temporarily. But before the console.log, I'm going to get rid of that particular laser. So I'm going to do an alien laser array. There we go. As soon as I start typing in, AI is like, oh yeah, I probably should have done this. So it's splicing. Remember, we use the splice to remove items. What position do I want to start splicing in, and then how many do I want to splice? Well, I only want to splice that one, starting in whatever position I'm in my for loop. So let's try that and see if that works a little bit better. Okay, there we go. I got hit once, so we can see that there's only one collision so far. My graphic has not changed. Okay, it still hasn't changed because the way we wrote it the other day was to be less than 80. So now if I get hit again, there we go. Now I show the new graphic. So my collision is working correctly for the laser with the ship. Now let's look at, well, let's go ahead and add in the alien in the ship. If an alien hits the ship, basically it should be game over. So I should be setting the health to 0. So I'll add that still inside this ship collision because I can check for both. And let's see, check to see if alien has hit his ship. Yep, so there we go. So AI already is ahead of me there. So checking every alien in the alien array, same thing, check all those coordinates and then immediately hit or set the ship health to 0. Okay, so that takes care of that collision. Now let's work on the alien collision. So function alien hit collision, or whatever you want to call it. So we know that the alien has been hit. So I'm going to need to create a for loop. Actually, I'm going to have to create 2 separate for loops here. I'm going to have to create one for loop that is checking every single laser in the ship laser array, and then every single alien in the alien array. If I go back, let me refresh this. So for every single one of those lasers, I need to be checking to see if it is within the bounds of any one of these aliens. So it's a fairly complex statement, but hopefully AI is going to kick in here and maybe help me out. For some reason it's being really slow now, so I'll just start typing and see if it catches up. Okay, there we go. So now we've got all of it in there. So let's see here. Okay, so yes, that's what I was talking about. We need both of our arrays. So they both have been added in. One I is going to be the lasers, and then the other is J will be our aliens. Now let me pull up something in paint.net, the easiest way I could come up with to explain this. First time I did this, AI did not generate the correct coordinates for some reason. It was detecting sometimes but not other times. So if your AI does not give you the correct formula, basically this is what we're looking at. My laser needs to be anywhere between, so if my alien is at 100, 100, and then 170, 100, so that means my X's are between 100 and 170, so that means the laser needs to be between 100 and 170. And then the Y, if the alien's moving and the laser's moving and the movement happens like this, I don't want the collision to be detected. And same thing here, if it's moving, and you'll see that as we animate the game, but I wouldn't want that to count as a collision. So what I'm going to do is only detect if the laser is down in this part of the alien, because the laser's coming up. So if it's going to hit the laser or the alien, it's going to be hitting it somewhere before it gets to this point. So I'm going to be checking between, and I have it written down here, laser Y is greater than 125, so it's greater than this point, but is less than 150. So in other words, it has to be between 125 and 150. Now putting those into actual variables then, I'm basically checking to see, is the laser X greater than the alien X? So is it greater than this point? And is the laser X less than the alien X plus 170, or plus 70, sorry, and that gives me that 170. And the laser's Y plus 25, so, or sorry, the laser Y is greater than alien Y plus 1 or 25 and less than alien Y plus 50, so it's between that 25 and 50. So if for some reason it is not correct, you'll need to fix that. And like I said, first time AI did it, it was not correct. I deleted it and started manually typing it in, and then suddenly it put the correct formula in. So mine looks like it should be correct now. So if I were to test this, well, it'll do nothing because I need to add that. Okay, if I test this, let's see if, okay, good. Now, I have another issue, and I'm actually going to save this for another video. But we can see, since I have the console open from when I was testing the lasers, it's going to show me exactly what's happening. Okay, it cannot read property of undefined. It's trying to find an alien that no longer exists because the alien has been removed. So going back to what it's doing when there's that collision, two things are happening. This time, not only is the laser being spliced from the array, but the alien is being spliced from the array as well. But for some reason, it is still trying to get the X coordinate of a non-existent alien, which is then breaking our code. So everything looks like it's working fine. I hit an alien, and now suddenly when it hits the wall, we get that error, and it can no longer get past that line, so the alien is no longer moved back and forth, and it just gets stuck in that down movement. So I need to go back and figure that out and fix that. But this is everything we need for the collision detection between the aliens, lasers, and our ship. We just need to fix that issue, which I'll cover in the next video.